Liquor policy has always been a big issue in Utah, and now the State House of Representatives has tapped a new lawmaker to oversee liquor laws. Fox 13 News political reporter Ben Winslow has more.
I'm essentially being fed with a fire hose.
Representative Jefferson Burton has been tapped by the Republican House majority with overseeing alcohol policy in Utah. He'll be the point person for liquor bills in the legislature. He was the former head of the Utah National Guard and led Governor Herbert's response to the COVID-19 pandemic.
I don't drink personally, but my background, if you know me, I've lived all over the country and all over the world. I understand and I don't judge others. In fact, I value choice.
It's a tricky position with people pushing for both tightening and loosening alcohol access in one of the nation's strictest control states.
We have to work at good policy that is well balanced.
Should liquor laws, though, be loosened, in your opinion?
I think that's an open question. It's very broad. I couldn't say yes or no to that question. I think what we have to look at is each issue in totality to decide what is the cost, because when you loosen liquor laws, there is a strong body of evidence that it has a social cost. So are taxpayers willing to pay that social cost?
With Utah's booming population and multi-billion-dollar hospitality industry, there's been increased pressure to loosen liquor laws. The Utah Department of Alcoholic Beverage Services Commission has repeatedly complained about a lack of bar licenses, something the legislature controls. Even his Senate counterpart has suggested it needs to be revised.
I think it needs to be looked at and considered.
Lawmakers recently tweaked Utah's unique legal definition of beer to address popular hard seltzers. Based on how they're brewed, some will start disappearing from grocery and convenience store shelves and only be sold in state-run liquor stores.
It's something that I think will be one of the major issues we look at this year.
The head of the Utah Beer Wholesalers Association says she expects the seltzer issue will be revisited and looks forward to working with Representative Burton on it. He says he would like to see more spending for bar inspections and addiction treatment. Asked about wine in grocery stores?
What I'm going to be looking at is what happens in states where wine is in grocery stores. What is the social impact? You've seen, you've got to balance public health, public interest with the freedom and access to have the product.
On the Hill, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.